Hello brothers and sisters. We are on walking tour of Mykonos Island in Greece. But, before exploring Mykonos Island, my humble request is to kindly subscribe my channel. Mykonos is a Greek island, part of the Cyclades, lying between Tinos, Syros, Paros and Naxos. The island has an area of 85.5 square kilometers and rises to an elevation of 341 meters at its highest point. At the 2021 census, there were 10,704 inhabitants, most of whom lived in the largest town, Mykonos, which is on the west coast. The island is composed mostly of granite and the terrain is very rocky with many areas eroded by the strong winds. High-quality clay and barite, which is a mineral used as a lubricant in oil drilling, were mined on the eastern side of Mykonos until the late 1900s. It produces 4,500 cubic meters of water daily, by reverse osmosis of seawater in order to help meet the needs of its population and visitors. The island has a population of nearly 12,500, most of whom live in the main town of Chora. The municipal library is located on Aya Kyriaki Square in the main town of Chora. The heart of the island, Mykonos town, also known as Chora, is a labyrinth of narrow, winding streets, lined with charming houses, chic boutiques, and local tavernas. The locals often recommend starting your journey from the iconic Kato Mili, the row of windmills overlooking the town, especially during sunset when the view is breathtaking. Any local will tell you that the best way to experience Mykonos is through its cuisine. The island offers a plethora of gastronomic delights that you won't find in any tourist brochure. Here are a few must-try local dishes. Kopanisti Mykonou. This pungent, peppery cheese is a culinary trademark of Mykonos. It's typically served with warm, homemade bread. Amygdalota, almond-based cookies, traditionally served at weddings and christenings, but you can find them in most local bakeries. Louza, a delicious cured meat made from pork, seasoned with local herbs and spices. Mykonos is famous for its beaches, but beyond the well-known spots like Paradise Beach and Super Paradise Beach, there are several hidden beaches that the locals prefer. Agios Sostis and Phokos are two such gems. These beaches are not equipped with sunbeds or beach bars, offering instead a serene and untouched beauty, where you can enjoy the crystal-clear waters away from the crowds. Mykonos is renowned for its vibrant party scene, often compared to Ibiza, with its beaches filled with sunbathers and clubs playing music until dawn. The island's capital, Chora, is a maze of narrow streets lined with bougainvillea, tiny churches, restaurants, and boutiques. It's a place where you can immerse yourself in the local culture. The windmills are a defining feature of the Myconian landscape. There are many dotted around the island, but most are concentrated in the main town of Chora. The famous Kato Mili in Chora stand in a row on a hill overlooking the sea to harness the strong northern winds. Capped with wood and straw, the windmills were built by the Venetians in the 16th century to mill flour and remained in use until the early 20th century. While the iconic windmills, vibrant Little Venice, and the sacred Panagia Paraportiani Church are must-visits, locals recommend exploring some offbeat attractions too. Armenistis Lighthouse, located on the northwestern tip of the island, this historic lighthouse offers panoramic views of the Aegean Sea. Beach culture, with 25 beaches, Mykonos caters to all preferences, from secluded coves to bustling seafronts. Beaches like Elia and Platis Gialos are popular for their white sand and water sports. Local cuisine. The dining scene on Mykonos is as diverse as its beaches. You can enjoy traditional Greek dishes or explore the island's culinary innovations. Art and design. Mykonos has a thriving art scene with galleries like Rarity Gallery and Art and Soul. The island is also known for its unique architecture and colorful doors. Aino Mera, a quaint village in the heart of the island, famous for its monastery, Panagia Tulliani, and local tavernas serving traditional Greek cuisine. Mykonos Agricultural Museum. This museum provides insight into the island's agricultural history, featuring a collection of old farming tools and an original watermill. Immerse yourself in the local culture by attending the traditional festivals and events that the island hosts throughout the year. Manto Mavrogenes, a lady fighter saved Mykonos from intruders. She equipped, manned and privateered at her own expense 2 ships with which she pursued the pirates who attacked Mykonos and other islands of Cyclades. On the 22nd of October, 1822, the Myconians repulsed the Ottoman Turks, who had debarked on the island, under her leadership. She also equipped 150 men to campaign in the Peloponnese and sent forces and financial support to Samos, when the island was threatened by the Turks. Later, Mavrogenes sent another corps of 50 men to Peloponnese, who took part in the siege of Tripolitza and the fall of the town to the Greek rebels. Together, she spent money for the relief of the soldiers and their families, the preparation of a campaign to northern Greece and the support of several Philhellenes. Mykonos came under the control of the Romans during the reign of the Roman Empire and then became part of the Byzantine Empire until the 12th century. In 1204, with the fall of Constantinople in the Fourth Crusade, Mykonos was occupied by Andrea Ghisi. The island was ravaged by the Catalans at the end of the 13th century and finally given over to direct Venetian rule in 1390. The castle of Tinos fell to the Ottomans in 1718. The last of the Venetians withdrew from the region. Up until the end of the 18th century, Mykonos prospered as a trading center, attracting many immigrants from nearby islands, in addition to regular pirate raids. In June 1794, the Battle of Mykonos was fought between British and French ships in the island's main harbor. Little Venice is a rows of fishing houses line the waterfront with their balconies hanging over the sea. The first of these was constructed in the mid-18th century. They originally belonged to rich merchants or captains, and the little basement doors that provided direct access to the sea and underground storage areas led people to believe that the owners were secretly pirates. Some of the houses have now been converted into bars and cafes and little shops and galleries. Little Venice is considered one of the most romantic spots on the island, and many people gather there to watch the sunset. The panegyria are local feasts held in honor of the patron saints of the island's churches, featuring live music, dancing, and plenty of food and wine. The Festival of the Aegean, held every July, is a celebration of music and art, attracting artists from around the world. Mykonos is accessible by domestic airlines and also by high-speed boats and ferries that visits daily from the surrounding islands and from Athens. Thanks for watching. See you in Athens. Kindly share and subscribe my channel.